Former President Donald Trump has taken the stand in his civil fraud trial in New York City. The judge presiding over the case has already found that Trump's fraudulently inflated the value of their assets to obtain favorable loans. Mr. Trump and his family could be forced to pay $250 million in a penalty. KTLA's Eric Spillman in the newsroom with the very latest. Eric, good morning.
Morning, Frank. Donald Trump has been on the witness stand about an hour now, and already the judge has had to warn him not to make speeches and just to answer the questions. Earlier, on the way into court, both Trump and the Attorney General who is suing him spoke to reporters.
These are political operatives that I'm going to be dealing with right now. You have a racist Attorney General who made some terrible statements, and you'll see some more that came over the wires today. It's a very sad situation for our country. We shouldn't have this. This is for third world countries, and very unfair.
Before he takes the stand, I am certain that he will engage in name calling and taunts and race baiting and call this a witch hunt. But at the end of the day, the only thing that matters are the facts and the numbers. And numbers, my friends, don't lie.
New York Attorney General Tish James accuses Trump of inflating his net worth by billions of dollars. She says he did that to get bigger loans with lower interest rates and also to get better insurance policies. The judge has already ruled against Trump and has decided that he and his adult sons are liable for making false statements to conduct business. The trial will determine what penalty the Trump Organization could face. Trump and his family might have to pay a $250 million fine. They could also be banned from conducting business in New York. In court this morning, Trump on the witness stand accused the judge of being biased against him. The judge responded, quote, "You can attack me, do whatever you want, but answer the question," unquote. Last week, Trump's sons Eric and Don Jr. testified in the trial. They said they were not involved in preparing the company's financial statements. Lawyers and accountants did that, they said. Ivanka Trump is scheduled to take the witness stand on Wednesday. This morning, Trump testified that he thinks the valuations of his assets on those financial statements was actually too low. He has argued that it was up to the banks and insurance companies to investigate the underlying numbers. Now, despite his legal troubles and the fact that he's facing 91 felony charges in 4 different jurisdictions, new polling shows Trump leading President Biden in 5 swing states that Biden won in the last election. The poll is conducted by the New York Times and Siena College. It says Trump is gaining strength with Black and Hispanic and younger voters. It also says larger shares of voters say they trust Trump more on the economy and on national security. The poll indicates many voters are worried about Biden's age. Here's what it says about those crucial swing states. The poll has Trump leading Biden in Nevada, Georgia, Arizona, Michigan, and Pennsylvania. In Wisconsin, Biden is holding on to a very, very slim lead. The Biden campaign is responding by pointing out that a Gallup poll predicted that former President Obama would lose 1 year before he won re-election in 2012. We'll send it back to you.